If you are still in a single room and you're comfortable, then you need some knocks on your head. You need some knocks on your head, because that's something I expect from a 23-year-old, someone who has just graduated. But then you'll find that these people are comfortable because that's how they grew up. Like,
Hey, good people. Hey, business people. Hey, entrepreneurs. Oh my goodness. Guys, I see you subscribing. So you're going to keep subscribing. You're going to grow the page together. We are going to grow a community of ourselves together, because we would want to see our businesses transform. We want to see our businesses change. We can't be building businesses anyhow. And that's why we have conversations with the people that started small, have grown their businesses. They're here to share with us the experience. How has the business journey been? How did they start small? How did they transform? And how is it today? So, ladies and gentlemen, today I have an amazing Musoga girl. I've seen her business start from scratch. I've seen her business grow. And I don't know if I'm safe to say that she's at the peak, but regardless, she's going to tell us a story. Why did she start? Cathy, the proprietor, Urban Foods, Urban Restaurants, Urban Catering.
Urban Refreshments.
Urban Refreshments. Yeah. Hi Cathy, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Sandra?
I'm good. You look good today. You have red lipstick. How is Urban Refreshments doing?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 8. We've gained visibility. We've gained clientele, both corporate and non-corporate. We are okay. We are moving forward.
You are moving forward.
Yeah.
First tell us who is Cathy. People would want to know who is Cathy. Before we even get into the gist of this, who is this Cathy lady?
Cathy is, first of all, a wife, a mother. I'm a mother of 4 beautiful children, 2 girls, 2 boys, and I'm, of course, a sister to someone. I come from a family of 7 siblings. I was raised by a single, hardworking woman. Emphasis on single, hardworking woman. Yeah, because I think that's what built me. I saw her all my life was seeing her mother do business. I don't think there was any other way for me. All she did was business, and that's all I know. I breathe, I eat business. Wake me up in the night, I will give you a business idea. I'll tell you how to run it, or I'll tell you how much you need. Like, that's all I know how to do. So it's because of the way I was brought up by my mother. She was a very busy, may her soul rest in peace. She was a very serious businesswoman. At some point, she even got noticed by URA. She was noticed by different banks. Yeah, she was really good. So that's where I come from. That's how I know how to do what I do.
So your background has influenced your business, your entrepreneurship journey?
Heavily.
So when you started Urban Refreshments, I noticed. And by the time you're starting, I think you're making juice only?
Yes.
So how has it been, like, transferring from doing the juices alone and being... I'm going to boldly say this because I've seen you work so hard, and I'm safe to say that you're one of the biggest catering service providers that we have in Uganda.
Amen.
Because of the kind of work that you put in, the creativity that, you're always up to something new. How has the journey been from that small Kalito? You know how you started? I wish people could get that picture of how she really started. I think like 50 liters of juice.
50 is a lot.
50 is a lot.
Yeah. So just to take you back, I am a teacher by profession, an educator. I did a bachelor's and a master's in education. And so I taught for some time, but then when I started having babies, I was having babies back to back. I quit my job, I stayed home. Now I'm a stay-home mother. I have nothing else to do. I have a lot of time on me. Then I was doing my YouTube videos. I had started posting. my husband left me money that day for food, kameza. I used that money, made juice instead. I was a bit extravagant and it was a lot of juice. So I took a picture. I'm like, the money you left me only made juice. It was a 5-liter jerry can. I posted it on my status. I wasn't even looking for clients. I just posted the jerry can of juice and people were like, are you selling how much? I was so broke. I am a stay-home mom. I'm used to having my own money. And right now I don't have any money. So yeah, when the call came in, I'm like, yes, I'm selling. That day, I remember I sold 3 jerry cans. Now, from zero of, I have no idea what I didn't think I'm going to sell. And then, I started selling immediately. Now, when I sold the first day, of course, because of the business mind in me, I'm like, this is something I can do. I did it the next day. By the third day, I had a logo. I had a brand name. I had a logo. And because from my previous job, I had helped start the school, I had a lot of knowledge on starting a business, like in a very beautiful way. So the branding was heavy. I started pushing my name everywhere, Urban Refreshments. I opened the page immediately because I am heavy on my socials. Yeah. So we did the juice, but every time I went to an event, either I ate the food and it wasn't tasty, or I thought I could do better. Yeah. So I started telling people I do food as well. And slowly by slowly, people started giving me their gigs. It started with my church community. They would give me, we used to do MC. We used to host a lot, missional community. We used to host a lot. So on Wednesdays, people came to my house because they were sure there is a lot of food. Now, whoever tasted food was willing to give me a birthday of, I have 30 people coming home, I have 50 people, can you help me? And slowly by slowly, the food business was birthed.
Right. Did you study catering or it was talents?
Not at all. I have no clue. I've never gone to a culinary school.
So where does the skill come from?
I would say it's not really a skill. It's just something. Food is easy. The way you cook at home is the way you're going to cook for your clients.
No, it's not the same. I want to disagree because your food, I think with food we have food presentation, we have one more luzungu. For you make it sound so easy because I mean that's your area. You're getting it. But like you said, you had attended many weddings and the food was so bad. It could be bad or this and this and that. That means there is something that is always lacking. I can't be cooking because I'm cooking at home. Then I'd be like, give me a birthday tomorrow, I cook for you. It will be disaster because I'm used to cooking for maybe my 2 kids.
But you see, if you try, because I also kept teaching myself, I didn't know how to cook. Okay, I come from a huge family. I used to cook for like 20 people. So it was easy for me to learn to double the numbers or the quantities of whatever I'm cooking. But then, again, I disagree with you. Food, it's easy to cook, really, really easy to cook. It's just that, of course, as the business grew, I had to involve or bring in the people who are trained to do that. I had to hire chefs, to help me. I couldn't now do the very big numbers or put the extra beautiful thing that I'm thinking I can do. I can't shape fruits. I can't, But then somehow we made it.
I made it. Tell us about your first client. Were you nervous? Your first big client. Were you nervous? Were you anxious? Did you pull it off? Did you?
I was very anxious, of course. It was still the school where I was teaching. And before, that's, by the way, it's very important. If you are quitting a job, live well. Don't abuse people, don't do it. Because they were my very first client. When they saw what I was doing, they're like, can you help us cook for, I think it was about 80 people. I remember I cooked. I was very nervous. I made a mistake because for me in my home, I can cook and live and include the, what are they called? The chicken legs. Where I come from, we eat them.
You eat chicken legs?
Yeah. We eat them. I mean, soga. I don't know about other basoga, but for me, in my home, we used to roast them and eat them. So I cooked. I remember they had a series of dishes, but then they asked for chicken stew, and I included them. Imagine presenting to the client food, and the first thing they saw are chicken legs. They're like, "What is this? Those kind of like, sorry, you don't eat this? No, we don't eat this." So I had to collect them, remove them. There was some on the team who enjoyed them, of course. But then I learned that, now you have to know what works in your home is not what is going to work for the client. Now that's where the specialty comes in. Yes, I might know how to cook, let me say matoke, but what in a way, let me say, for example, actually matoke, there are people who use, I don't know, kavera to cook in their homes. You can't do that for clients because it's not just your life at risk here. Yeah, you have to put all those things in mind. So how was I saying?
You're telling us about your first client that she
Yeah,
makes at
they liked the food, of course, and then they kept giving me work
and then they kept giving.
and referring me. Referrals are very, very important.
You're so heavy on your food presentation. Very, very heavy. I've seen you, like, I don't know, you always, today you have this kind of dishes, the next you have this kind of dishes. Then your presentation or how you present your foods. You should run through her socials. I think Cook Cathy,
Urban Refreshments.
Urban Refreshments.
Yes.
YouTube, it's Cook Cathy. And you see how she presents her food. Like, it's top notch. Why do you keep creating and innovating?
I think in business, we have to accept when you're in business, you're in competition. If you are ignorant to competition, you're not going to go further. You have to always look out for who else am I working, not really against, but who else would get the job if I don't get it? Why would they get the job if I don't get it? And that's what makes me, think outside the box. So I would call them mentors. They're people that I look at very well. I feel most of them are not Ugandan caterers. Yeah, I look outside Uganda and I check for things that they are doing there that are not yet here. That's what has helped me. So I copy and paste. I don't have to think a lot. I copy and paste what the other guys are doing. Easy work. Why should I do research and all?
Thriving.
They are
And I'm going to thrive.
And I'm going to thrive. So that's exactly what I do.
Is business money your money, or your money is business money?
Yeah.
What's your relationship with?
I've learned to separate along the way. But before, I used to, get money for Kameza money, put it in the business, get money from, I don't know, my family, put it in the business. Anyone has given me money, put it in the business. Now I've learned to separate. And that's how the business has grown. Because at first I used to go for a gig. We've cooked for 100 people, but in per day, put in the pocket, to Zimaze, or wait for another client. Get that money, put it in the pocket, finish it. The moment I learned that I have to separate this, that's when I was able to gather money to, reinvest. Like, say, buy the dishes, buy the vehicles, rent a bigger place, Yes.
I always see you posting Bolimo Katare. Umachanyo, very, very early morning. And you make content for us, you're making fun out of it. But now you being, most importantly, being a mother, that you have made the attempts, kids to see off to school, and then you have to be in the market at those wee hours shopping. How has that affected you? Can I say motherhood? And also, how is that whole experience of I have to wake up early and be in the markets, out of your comfort zone?
I'm an early riser by nature. I don't, even if I've not gone to the market or not, by 5, if you call me, I'll answer the call like it's 1 p.m. I'm an early riser, so it's easier for me to do that. But on the motherhood beat, I think these are the sacrifices we make along life. Like, one, you have to give one or take away something. You can't have it all. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't say, I am a mother, I'm a full-time mother, I'm with the children, and then now I'm doing business. There is no way. It can't work like that. You have to maybe be intentional. Like, I got to a point where I have to be intentional of now I'm going to spend time with the children. I will get out a weekend where I'm really free, and I am sure I'm in their faces, they're in my faces. That's what I do. I think also because of the way I was brought up, my mother used to, she had to sit us down and tell us, I can't be with you all the time. You guys have to go to boarding school so that I can concentrate on the work. And so you can't say, my mother dropped me in school because she had in boarding school because she had to do her things, or she didn't take care of me. No. She had to choose. Either we stay home comfortable, we are cuddling, or we get a better life if she's working. Yeah. So it's just the same thing.
Wow. Are there moments you felt like giving up in business?
Those are very many. Those are very many. There are very many. On several occasions, so things can get tight. They can get tight, but you have to look back. One thing that helps me is I always look back of if I hadn't persevered through the other challenge, how would I be here? So that alone pushes me. But the challenges are very many.
Tell us one of your worst business moments.
Because I supply offices daily meals, so we get contracts now. There is a client that I lost, and they were a very good client. They were a very good client. They were giving me some good money. The revenue was coming in. But then because we failed to adjust a few things or agree on one or two things, I lost the client. It hurt so much because I had expanded my company. Every time you have a new big client, you're going to get new employees. They call them? Yeah? New workers. Increase on your number, adjust your finances, adjust your standard of living because the money is coming in. No, the client just decide, they just cut. Now I have to deal with these clients, these workers that have registered everywhere. You're paying NSSF, you're paying pay for them. You have to keep paying them salaries in hope that maybe more clients are coming. Yeah, so you make a few terrible decisions because of that one thing. Yeah, and then also one other wrong move I made was open the restaurant. Because we opened the restaurant, it was clear in the first year that it's not making sales. The second year, it's not making sales. And I held on to it. It was in existence for 5 years.
Why did you hold on to something that you are very clear was not making sales?
I kept hoping
it's going to get better.
I kept hoping it's going to get better. I kept, trying to think of how will people see me. My brand is big, yeah. Not really people pleasing, but I'm like trying to save face. Yeah, because people know you have a restaurant, you have another one there. Why are you closing? It already sends signals. But that wasn't the thing. Like for a long time, we were putting money in the restaurant, yet it's not clearly making money. Yeah.
So you wake up one morning and you're like...
And I'm like, no, it's okay. Let us let it go.
Because now all the money that you're making from the catering would now have to step up.
Yeah, that's what we kept doing. You'd get money from catering, outside catering, and then you put it in the restaurant to keep it afloat. Yeah.
Why haven't you given up? It seems like when you say you've been through so much, why haven't you given up? What's the motivating factor?
The money is good. The money is good. I'd be lying. Why would I be doing a business that is not giving me money? Yeah, the money is good. It's not a lot of work. I love to cook. So maybe some days, if I'm not doing it for the money, I'm doing it because it's what I love to do. Yeah. And then also, the business is not only feeding me. I have employees that...
How big is your team?
I have 25 people on salary. Yeah. And then these others that come in when we have extra work. So I'm thinking, this person has, let me say my top managers, chefs, they have families. All those people are looking at you. You're the one feeding them, you're the one paying their rent. So if I give up for me because I'm okay, I have a place to stay, my husband maybe will give me money for food, then I'm disappointing very many other people. So somehow you choose not to only think about yourself. And I'm also not God. I mean, God has bigger plans for me. He always has bigger plans for us. So you have to have faith that maybe if it's not working out today, it will work out tomorrow. And it always does. It always does.
You talked about pay. Most Ugandan businesses, people, we get our workers, we employ people, we do whatever we're doing. We don't care if you're paying NSSF, pay you what. Why did you go the extra mile to make sure that I have all these big people, let me pay, let me do all this? How do you handle, because that now gets you to notice by URA and all this. How do you handle? Why did you take that direction in the first place?
Okay, so if you have to grow big in this business, you have to comply. You have to be tax compliant. Is that the right phrase? Yeah. So if you're going to chase bids that are bringing in over, let me say, 50 millions a month, they're going to ask for proof. Where is your NSSF certificate? Are you paying NSSF for your workers? Are you, all those things? They ask for them. So it's a requirement. I'm required to have it. I'm required to do it if I'm going to pay taxes. Yeah, they need a tax clearance from you to give you those big contracts. So you can't say, I want to grow big, I want to be like Urban Refreshments, yet you can't even register your company. You're hiding. It's impossible. You're not going to grow big. You're going to stay cooking for the village, vigils only.
You wouldn't want to stay cooking for video.
Only. Yeah, if you want to go out there and grow and expand your brand, rub shoulders with other big brands, then you have to do as the big brands are doing.
But I believe, I don't know, but I think there's some big brands which are just, they are big, but they're not doing all these things. They're just there. Someone has a big name, but I don't think even they're registered. Like, but yeah.
You can't grow a big name if you're not registered. You've been in business. You have very many businesses. You cannot. If it's in whispers, then it's not going to grow. The moment you hear about, let me say, MTN or Airtel, it's because they are doing as they should be doing. That's why we call them big. Because I'm sure, let me say, for the telecommunications, we have very many others in Uganda, but we don't know them. Or we are not subscribing to them. Why everyone likes to attach themselves to big things.
Cathy, you're here looking very serious. You're just speaking to, you're telling us all these English terms, and Cathy, the CEO, is here. But when you go on your page or TikTok, you have used us so much.
It was a misconception.
You sound so serious, but when someone sees you, like when you're going through your socials, you're the most unserious, happy, laughing human being. Where do you get to draw the line of, this is Cathy, the CEO, now this is the very unserious Cathy?
Now, if you've noticed on my socials, I have 3 pages for everywhere. I have Cook Cathy, who is me, of you meeting me as I am. Yes, I am fun, outgoing, I'm playful. And then there is Urban Refreshments. When I'm representing Urban Refreshments, you can't see me dancing. Yeah, you cannot. But when I'm representing myself, this is me, this is who you get. Yeah, so I know how to divide the two people.
Doesn't being the CEO steal your joy?
I don't take it like that, because even the clients who come to me, someone has never met me, but because they've seen me on social media, they're not going to come with a serious face. They're going to come in with, hey, Cathy, oh my God, because they know what to expect. I don't think everyone is up for the seriousness. The world is so serious. People are so serious. They barely smile. I'm like, the world is already hitting you left, right, and center. The best you can do is play and smile.
Don't you think the people we see when you're making your comedy, let me even call it comedy, don't you think like they misjudge? Or because like you say, the people want to take things too seriously, so even when someone is joking or they're passing a light joke, they're doing this and that, and people are like, don't you think they misjudge you?
They do. They misjudge me a lot. I've seen it on TikTok forever. For example, like my page, someone will see one post, then they come and abuse you, and then before I even reply, either other people the other commenters have humbled them, or they have now gone through the page and they're like, oh, she was just joking. This is not serious, as it sounds. Well, they chill, but yeah, they misjudge me a lot.
Which part of Cathy do the kids like?
They like the fun me. They have a fun mother. I'm all games, literal.
So when you have to be the tough,
and yet I'm the bad parent. I'm the tough cop. Yeah. Wow. I don't say something twice. Maybe I'm also just blessed with obedient children. I've never gotten to whip them, or what they hear one say. One word. I don't repeat myself. Yeah.
Is church so important in the business world?
Very important. Very important. Business comes from God. There is something called kingdom business. Yeah. Like if you're running your business according to, let me say, church beliefs, or you're going to grow more than someone who is not. If you look around, let me say, for example, in Uganda, most of the businesses that are thriving, let me say hospitals, they're church businesses, schools, they're church businesses. There is something you have to be doing. I mean, you have to make God your partner for you to thrive. I don't think there is an atheist who has a better business than a church-going person. Because business was given to us by God. It's given to you by God. You don't just wake up and wish. It's not your small gods that are going to push you. You have to have a bigger hand up there lifting you and pushing you.
Tithe. What are your thoughts on paying tithe as a business?
We are tithers. Urban Refreshments, we are tithers. We have to pay tithe because, I mean, it's the only thing that can stand for us in all these gaps.
What has paying tithe done for Urban Refreshments?
I've given a few testimonies before. So before I used not to tithe for the business. I used to tithe as Cathy, and me as Cathy, I was flourishing. Yeah, but then the business was struggling until we learned to open to get a tithe number for Urban Refreshments and started paying its tithe. The year we started paying its tithe, the money we're getting tripled. At first it doubled. The first year it doubled. By the second year it had already tripled. Yeah, so you can't tell me otherwise. You have to tithe.
There are very many business owners out there. They don't believe it. They're like this thing. They believe that money is for pastors. I don't even know how. There's that misconception of people just don't want to pay tithe. What would you tell someone who's out there? They have their business, maybe they're struggling, or maybe it's doing well, but they want to take it to the next level, and they don't believe in tithe.
I think it's funny if you're a business person and you don't tithe, because first of all, business people are going to pay taxes. Tax is a percentage of what you're earning. You're willing to give money to the government, but then you're not willing to give to give a percentage to your creator and the person who gave you this idea. Is that funny?
It is funny, but people don't look at it that way.
Well, the best I can do is urge you to please run and start paying your tithe. If you do not know how to tithe, if you sell, let me say you're selling rice, a sack of rice is 250,000. If your profit is 5,000, off each bag, get that 5,000 and give it to God. Let's see how that business will not grow. Test him. Test him. Because, I don't know, me, I've done it over and over again, and it's the only reason, because who am I? I mean, who am I? Who knows me?
We know you because God has lifted.
You know the business because God has done something in me, but me, I am nothing. I am not a politician. I am not...
You're not Changamba, no.
I am not Ndimusoga. Eh? No one is going to push for me apart from God. Yeah? So I think it's important to partner with God in your business. And the best way you can do that is give first fruits, tithe, offer. You can even package your offertory of this one. It's Urban Refreshments, giving. Now you package yours as you. It's you giving offertory in church on Sunday.
Wow. Cathy, can I say you're a planned kid? Can I? Am I safe to say that?
Yes. It's alright.
My mama, so rest in peace. But you're one of that few Ugandans. I don't know, because maybe I kind of know your story, but mom left a good inheritance for you and your siblings. And I like the work that you're doing with that, because most of the times in Uganda, when parents pass, before they are even buried, or like 6 months down the road, what they leave behind is almost non-existent. Because maybe the kids were unable, things like that. How have you been able to keep up mom's legacy? You're doing a good job with that.
It's group work. I mean, my family, my siblings and I, we are a bit cozy and together. But first of all, before I answer that, I find it weird. In Uganda, it's kind of a bad thing to talk, or you don't have bragging rights of, for me, my mother or my father worked for me.
Talk about
people are legit offended. They want everyone to say they have a sad story. I don't know what. No, not all of us suffered. I mean, our parents worked for us, and we have to honor them. We have to give them their credit because they are parents who also decided to waste their money and their youth. No, 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 no. My mother worked day and night. Day and night. She was very hardworking to make sure that I am comfortable. Her grandchildren are going to be comfortable.
So how have you been able to keep up mom's legacy?
Mom left a company. She left a will, she left a company, and let me say rules that help us govern her estates, and we've tried to follow them. Many parents or many adults are not writing wills, they're scared of dying, but death is still coming. So you better organize your house.
Whether you write the will or not.
Write the will, yeah. Write the will, and because if you're the one who has worked for all this, then it's better you give people guidance on how to go forward. Instead of, no, most people don't leave wills. When they go, people start scrambling for the little that is there. They have no organization at all. And then in the end, they are going to sell, or, you know, your legacy will be gone in a few. So organize. Well, our family was a bit organized because we started sitting in AGMs when I was like 6 years.
What? The woman was too organized.
We used to, every end of year, we sat. Cathy, tell us what's going on. Then you give your story. Then they, me, I need more pocket money. This pocket money is not enough. Okay, then she'll tell us, now we are doing this. We are building this year. We are going to do. So it's something
How has that shaped your life? Because growing up from such an organized home with AGMs from like as early as 6 years, it definitely has to do something to you. You with me, and you can't be me who didn't sit in AGMs, and you can't be the same.
I think what that has taught me is to really involve our children. I see you're doing it with your children. Involve these children in the work. Let them know, because if they start at a young age, it's going to hurt them to just, destroy it. I go with my children to the market. I carry them when we are going to serve, when they're on holidays. Serve. Get a spoon and serve. It's rice. Put an Irish. Let them know where the money comes from. They are going to respect it.
And when you do that, the wise ones, the wise ones in court said, like, or if you went through that, the child should not supposed to go through that. So they believe that you're making the kids suffer.
But were you suffering then? When you were helping your parents? I didn't ever feel like I was suffering. I'll tell you a true story. I started going, my mom started sending me to Kampala, because we're staying in Jinja. She would send me to Kampala to go and kusubula. Yes.
What age?
I think she got comfortable when I was in like S2.
S2, you could travel
Yeah,
from Jinja to
I traveled
Kampala alone.
Alone. She has given you the money. She has told you, get the watch the was go to. She was in textile. Get the one on one. Maybe she had called the word, but she'll tell you it's you today who is shopping, and you go and choose your gomeses, and by midday she expects you back home.
So what
in the shop. You leave Ginger at 5 or 6 a.m. And by 8, when the shops are opening, you're already running through. By 10, you should be done and running back home to the shop. All of us were involved in one way or the other. My brother would be on a tipper, supervising the builders, all of us. That alone shaped me. Like, I don't see it as suffering. I don't think it was. I never thought of it as suffering.
Most people say that when they see, like, why are you taking your children downtown? What, like, you find someone real agitated, as in, why are you taking a child downtown? What are you trying to show them? And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to help. Like, it's not even helping or what. I'm just trying to, it's normal. To you, it's normal because you grew up seeing that. But we are a generation of mothers, Cathy, where that's, a parent is not even allowing a child to wash a dish or utensils because they feel like there is a maid supposed to do that. They're letting it. We are now those mothers.
I think it's still their upbringing. Now, you'll find, if you ask some of those people how they were brought up, their parents were either they had white-collar jobs, they never did a thing, so that's why they look at it like that. And trust me, it's not going to change. The way they were treated is the way they're going to treat their children, and it's going to be even the same with their finances. Yeah.
Speaking to that.
Because if your parents, the only reason you're doing this is because your parents, also you taught you how to work so hard. You saw them working day and night. You don't know how to be there. You don't know how to live in, you're comfortable. You're comfortable. I'm sorry, others may call it judging. But let me say, people of our age, if you are, let me say, yeah, we are a bit 30 there, somewhere.
We are growing.
We are, yeah. If you are still in a single room and you're comfortable, then you need some knocks on your head. You need some knocks on your head, because that's something I expect from a 23-year-old, someone who has just graduated. But then you'll find that these people are comfortable because that's how they grew up. Like, I hope this doesn't sound rude, but like the time of our graduations, we would go to people's homes, and these people have been living a life of you thinking, okay,
They've arrived.
these people, yeah, they are really rich. And then you get to their home and maybe they are still renting, and it used to rub me so badly.
They've been living a certain lifestyle.
They've been living a certain lifestyle. Not that they shouldn't have fun and all that, but then, so it's not going easy. It's not going to be easy for those people to change their generations as well, because they were comfortable. Yeah, it was a mindset. For me, my mother would refuse to buy meat, but when she has 5 million, and she says, I don't have money, because it's business money, and you eat beans. And you eat beans.
The separation principle at an early age.
At an early age.
And you appreciated that actually Centers are business money. When she has some money, we shall enjoy.
For the longest time, also because as the first girl, as the older girl, I used to do the shopping for the house. Mom would literally give you like 10,000. Of that's what we are using for supper. It's up to you to think. Now, because I don't like beans, I don't like greens, I learned how to go to the market and look for what can I get in this 10,000. I learned how to buy, I don't know, nyama ya mutwe, I don't know, fish balls. Yeah. So I avoid eating, but I'm within my budget.
So you learned budgeting unconsciously?
Yes. We are still within budget. So, anyway.
Does that lead us to having a conversation about people who are living lives, people pleasing?
And there are very many. And they're very.
What does people pleasing do to a person? It's actually a business owner. You're trying to run a business, but you want to people please. So you end up getting into debt. You end up talk about that.
One thing that I learned growing up is our mother used to tell us, "You're not yet there." She used to tell this to us a lot. You're not yet there. Yes, you want a car, but okaliituuka kugula motoka. Yeah? And that's one thing that I, kept telling myself over and over again. Now, I've seen many people, the fact that I have many people working under me. For example, I have an iPhone 17, and then you will see one of your workers with an iPhone 15, and in my head I'm thinking, okay, if I add the money that I give this person that they actually really need, I don't see how it's time for them to buy the 15. Yes, you might have saved up. You can save up.
Is it necessary?
But is it what you need? What's the fuss? Why are people living these fake lives? I mean, who is going to hit you? If you say I don't have a car, it's okay you don't have a car. Jump on your border, use your Uber when you can. Why are you getting a loan to buy a car when you don't even have food? Basics. I don't know where it comes from.
We're trying to fit it. Cathy goes on TikTok and abuses us. And just so we want to be like Cathy.
What you have to learn from that is kanonye zizimba. Let me build. Not let me go to one Airbnb and pretend like it's my home. You're paying 500,000 per day for the Airbnb for you to do content. Why is the logic? Why is the logic in that?
But you know how many people have done weird things and ended up in debt just because they want to people please?
Yeah, they're quite.
And businesses have failed. Like you find someone's running a business and they're earning an income of maybe 2 million. Okay. Okay. You're not done working on anyone. Maybe 2 million. But that all has to go to like debts because they wanted to put a certain interior in the shop, to look a certain way. I was laughing the other day, like people go to China, like they want to show us they are jumping on a plane going to China. Yes, it is Uganda, China. The money that is going to buy stock, the tickets and all that.
There was it.
That was it. I've saved. I want to go to China. ne capital inako millionaires biri, even taxes included. So the logic of, let me first get this, and I don't have to go to China now, get this 6, add the 2 or the 4, then I sell for like goods stock. When the stock gets here, I sell. Maybe after 2 or 3 years, I'll go to China. But everyone these days, they want to go to China. They should see me as on a plane. I went to China, I came back. But did you get enough stock? So we are a generation of people who just want to people please at all times. Urban Refreshments bought this kind. What other things were they serve from? The servers.
Chefing dishes.
Those dishes, those ones. Because she has this kind of quality, I'm also into competition with Urban Refreshments. And then I have to buy the same serving dishes because Urban Refreshments has them.
But then they haven't appreciated, they haven't seen the journey from where Urban Refreshments started. Like, we didn't just fall into this. We've grown, we've had those, we used to hire warmers. For a long time, we used to hire plates. And yes, forks, saucepans. Up to now, there are those big saucepans that I don't have because I don't see the need for them. I use them, let me say, twice a year or a month. Why should I buy a saucepan of 4 millions? Why should I buy a saucepan of 4 millions? That's why you see that we find many people are entering businesses without knowledge. They haven't done their research, but because someone else is doing it, they're going to try and do exactly as these people are doing. You don't have the passion to cook. You know nothing about cooking, or let me say, you don't have the passion to plait hair. You don't know how to plait hair. You've gotten 30 millions from somewhere. You've made the the salon very beautiful. After 2 days. Now your money is stuck. You've closed the salon for another month until you get a person who knows how to plait. By the time this other person comes, I don't know, they're also running away. Then you're in total loss of now 30 millions. Because what? You're trying to copy.
Do you think environment influences the way we do business? Has your environment influenced the way you do your business? It could be your hip at home, your friends, your church, like the environment where you hang out and the people you hang out.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. For example, at church, in worship harvest, we have values, the legit thing. I really try to copy and paste. I don't want to think a lot. If we are legit in church, let us be legit even in Urban Refreshments. Yeah, so it has influenced definitely. We are being transparent. If I've told you, yeah, this month we have 2-3 clients, they are giving us this much, we have to give them very nice food because it has to be their worth. Well, I'm being transparent. Yeah, so that in that way, yes, definitely your environment influences how you do business.
What has social media done for your business?
Boosted it. Boosted it. There are many people, there are times when a new crowd and you ask, and maybe people are introducing themselves or talking about things and you're like, have you heard about Urban Refreshments? I rarely go with, this is Urban Refreshments or I am the proprietor. No, I normally ask, have you heard about Urban Refreshments? And in most cases, out of the 10, 8 will say, yes, I've seen it on social media, I've seen it on Instagram. The name rings a bell. Yeah. And there is no way I've served all those people. In most cases, it's social media. Yeah, they have seen it and they have reached out. I have many contacts that I've saved as client TikTok 1, client TikTok 2, client Instagram, like if I didn't get their name. And that's how I know that social media is helping.
They've turned it to clients.
They have turned, very many times.
What about who are still terrified of doing out on social media because we don't want to be seen, because we want to keep a low profile?
In this day and era, if you're still running away from social media, then you might as well just close your business. Just close, because even churches are on social media. Yeah, after COVID, we've learned a lesson. If you're still waiting for another lesson, then clearly you're not going to move.
Talk about the community.
Have you seen this person on TikTok? Let me say Mr. Big Fish. You've seen Mr. Big Fish on TikTok?
Yes.
I don't think there is anything different he's doing apart from what all the other Mputa sellers are doing. The only difference is he's using his phone. So now we're all buying his fish.
Because he's on social media.
Because he's on social media. His product has improved. At first he used to pack in Kavera. Now he packs in very well packaged. And I'm sure he's selling more than the other market people. But they're all doing the same. You might even find that there are people who have more capital than him. But they're afraid of social media. Camera. You have to be in the camera in this business, in this day and era. You have to be in the camera.
Wow. Talk about people management. Working with people can be so hard. Of course, I work with people, and at times I like saying at times that don't like working with people, but I'm a boss owner and I'm a business owner and I work with people. Having 25 staff on permanent and then other temporary people, what does that, I don't know, how do you handle?
I think after finances, the second problem we have is people management. Now, the kind of work that I do, I interact a lot with people who are uneducated. You remember that thing of available unskilled labor? They are available, but then they are not trained. They didn't get the basics of you have to be on time. You have to remind an adult to take a shower because you're going to serve food. You have to look and smell good, you know. Yeah, so it's not been easy. It's not easy managing people. If I would give that job to someone else, no wonder people hire HRs. Yeah, I would, but I mean the costs.
The cost of running an HR. How have you navigated that being hard? Do you wake up and are you someone who just wakes up and you're like on tools and you just fire? Do you give them chances? Do you?
I think in my history I've only fired 2 people. We've been in existence for now 7 years. Okay, the former ones when we opened the restaurant were like 4, but yes, I wake up and I just fire if I have to, but then I also give very many chances because sometimes now, like I've said, these people are unskilled. No one told them that when you are late 3 times and you know the person is firing, you just say sorry because you have no other option. When you leave Yolagawa, we're tonde. So now you have to tell them, do you want to go or do you want to be sorry and you do better? And then now they realize, oh, I can say sorry, I can, you know, I can do better. They're not, the person is chasing me out of anger. You have to teach.
If you got a job to go teach today, and teacher by profession, if you got a job to go teach today, would you go teach?
No, I cannot. I cannot. I can't exchange, first of all, the freedom and all the monies that come with it for teaching. Unfortunately, the teaching sector, they get very little money in Uganda. I wonder how my fellow teachers are living within that small budget. It's so sad.
Okay, if you got a fancier job, I don't know what job would that be, but employment versus entrepreneur?
No, I would choose employment every day. Rather self-employment. Let us battle with the bad and the good, but I can no longer work for someone. No.
On days when you don't feel like it, because our runners were having a conversation with someone and was saying that entrepreneurship is chaos. One moment you seem to have it figured out, the next moment you're doubting, you're like, chichichi, and you go like, you're not sure of what you're really doing. How have you been able to thrive through those moments of chaos where you're like, am I doing the right thing? Maybe your is here, maybe it could be you didn't serve the client to the expectation. Like those moments when you're not into it, you don't feel like it. How do you thrive?
Now, luckily, because of experience, and then I've set systems. For me, I give myself many days off. That's why you see those videos of I've decided I'm not going to work. I am not. And I'll be okay and the business will continue working. Yeah, but then on those bad days when things like that are happening, it's a learning moment. You're always trying to, what can we do better? How do I communicate with this client now? How do I solve this? When you're a business leader, you have to be very good at solving problems more than creating them. Yeah, so in most cases, we're just trying to solve this problem. What's at hand right now is, let me say, we have to stock. I'm going to first deal with that. What's at hand, we are already solving problems.
What has been your best business moments?
I've never sold to pass. I've never sold.
The moment you felt like, yo, Cathy, I'm proud of you as a business owner, or the moment you felt like you had arrived?
We've handled multiple events in one day, over and over again. And from a place of there are days when you handle one event and it's, oh my god, it's too much, the tension, what, when you get to a place and you're having 4 weddings in one day, those are some of the times when I'm like, wow, I did that. Wow, no one has complained. Wow, like I give myself some props.
Go to bed feeling fulfilled.
Yeah, you go to bed feeling fulfilled.
Wow. Kako, what advice would you give to a random business, like just random advice?
Nemera hapo. Be persistent. I mean, times may be feeling like they're so bad right now, like everything is not working out as you expect, but it will work out. It will work. It can't work out in one day. Give it time. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself grace. Pray about it. Yeah,
Do
mostly.
you believe in business altars by the business altars?
Yes, altars is quite a big, it's different and big, because now I'm thinking altars is for, you have to set a place where you pray from. Not every business has that much space. But as long as you have time to pray for your business, the way you pray for yourself, for your children, pray for your business. Yeah.
Wow. Cathy, thank you so much for allowing us to have you. Thank you for sharing the Urban Refreshment. What's the big vision for Urban Refreshments?
If we can serve 1,000 people on a daily, yes, that will be my
Wow.
dream come true.
1,000 people
On a daily.
That's like walk-ins, or you don't care what method as long as
No. Catering, outside catering. If we have like 10 or I don't know how many offices that we are serving, and we are at least serving 1,000 plates on a daily, I'll have made it in life.
One last one. Why are you're so heavy, very, very heavy on branding? You're so heavy on branding. Why? I've not seen many caterers do what you do when it comes to branding. Why are you so heavy on branding?
It's the only way the business can speak for itself. So when you brand too much, it's on you. You're risking it all. You have to do your best. You don't want to put yourself out there and then you do your worst or the bare minimum. Every time you brand yourself, you have some kind of pressure of, now I have to outdo myself. So it's more like a push method for me.
For you.
Yeah.
And an incredible. Kat is one of those business people that really inspire me.
You too, you're doing a good job.
She's one of those people that really, because I saw the way she started and where she is. Then at times I'm like, yo, girl, you've done us so well. You're doing so well, and I love the work that you're doing. It's really.
Thank you.
If you keep it up, we shall. Africa, not even around Africa, till in the next couple. You're there, and they're like, there's this particular cook we want in Uganda, and they put for you just to go and provide service.
I receive. Thank you, Jesus.
So I always give. I interviewed you for a long time, been asking many questions, so I just give you a chance to ask you one random question. Random. Just one random question.
How many businesses do you think you're going to open?
Open? No, I'm done opening business.
Are you sure?
I think I've tried a lot of things. Some have worked, some have failed. But I was telling someone, I think I'm done. I'm done being.
If I remember correctly, all your businesses are still started with Nita Juices.
Yeah, they are still running, but I feel like I want to zero down to two. And that is the financial services, and I ventured into land. Those two don't make me rich, then I will never be rich. I feel like I do too much. I feel like it's so much.
It's the right time to do too much, because you can't do too much at 50, you can't do too much at 60. You can't juggle all those businesses at 60 or 70. But right now, you can juggle up to 20 businesses if you can.
Up to 20.
Oh, do you know the richest people in the world?
I know some.
Do you think they have one business?
Definitely not.
Go for it, Ochisobola. You've set systems. Now you know you have experience.
I have the experience, but at times I feel like it's like you go to bed and you're thinking, I didn't do this, I didn't. I think it's for trying, but I think for now, I just want to zero down to the particular businesses, and that I first run that for quite some time and I see how it goes and then I rest well. Okay, we shall catch up. So tell people about Urban Refreshments, how they can support, how they can reach out.
Um, Urban Ref- Thank you. Urban Refreshments is a catering company. We do food for all events, introductions, weddings, birthdays, vigils, last event, yeah. And reach out to us on 0779507393 or any social media platform. You just have to put in Urban Refreshments on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. Shall be waiting for your orders. Any number. We are good at last minute orders too. Don't forget that.
Last minute orders.
Yeah, you can call us now. What time is it? You can call us now and you want food for 400 people at 5 and we shall deliver. Yes.
How do people, that sounds like you're so efficient. How?
We have the numbers. I've told you I have the workers. The chefs are there ready. Everything is ready. We just need to buy food, which is not hard to buy. We are in Uganda. Everywhere we look, there is a tomato, there is an onion, and we shall deliver your food on time.
All right. So tell these guys to subscribe.
Subscribe to Cook Cathy 256, the number on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or Urban Refreshments, and follow my girl.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Cathy, for taking us through that journey. Like she said, you don't have to give up. And behind the they told me to give back.
Yeah,
Wait, I really
forgot.
Behind the cameras, we have the lens doctor himself. So if you have a wedding, an introduction, kuchala, everything, name it, he'll be there to serve you so well. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, share the link. See you.
Peace out.